Hey folks, how's everyone going? How you doing? I just got home. It's around almost 5 a.m. I had a little bit of rain last night. However, I came home feeling pretty good. I thought, well, I have some books to share. Why not make a video? These books, when they arrived, my brother, he signed for them for me. I was gone, but he was a little taken aback. Our postal carrier, the lady who brings up the packages and leaves them at our door, she had my brother sign, and when he opened the door and she produced the stylus and the machine that you sign on, yeah, she was wearing a full mask and surgical gloves. So when he told me the package has gotten here, I went ahead and put it in a quarantine for a little while in my closet. So I've had this for a little while, but I didn't get right to it. So that's going to kind of be the star attraction of the video. Sorry if you see a little bit of smoke swirling around. I'm a smoke-free, pet dander-free home, and my collection might smell slightly of incense. That's it. So if you ever get books from me and they have a patchouli essence, you know what that's about. Anyway, so before I share the books, I just want to share this one thing real quick. This hat's a nod to Charlton 66, and it's funny. I did the 25 questions to determine how big of a comic nerd tag that's going around. Charlton Steve tagged me. I did take the video down. It ran long and it was dark in more ways than one, but Charlton 66 did see it, so I was happy about that. Tat gave me some compliments for it. Thank you, brother Tatty. And Chicho also saw it. But ultimately I took it down. However, I did see this one thing because my brother had uncovered our dad's hat from a lot of, what do you call it, clutter piling up over it. But it reminded me of one of those questions, which was, has a comic ever had a really strong emotional effect on you? And this one did right here. In particular, issue 2 of Stray Bullets. I'm a big David Lapham fan. However, the most amazing thing about this, my dad was a big, Cal Ripken Jr. fan, so he had a Baltimore, this is his hat, the Baltimore Orioles. The character Jenny Applejack, she's from Maryland, and her father, Tom Applejack, in his Orioles cap, reminds me a lot of my father. And I remember showing him this comic and it blowing his mind how much this character looked like him. I don't have any pictures of him that I know of in this era Baltimore Orioles ball cap. I do have a lot of them wearing the Chicago White Sox hat, but none with that hat, so it just blows my mind. I would love to show David Lapham, like, hey, this is my dad, and it looks like you almost drew him into your comic. Anyway, that was just something I wanted to share real quick. Never mind that, that's a T-square. But anyway, about those comics that were in quarantine, I dubbed them ready to be put into the common mingle with the other books. So, without further ado, let's free them. This is it. I doused it with rubbing alcohol. That's hence the rub. But can't be too careful right now. Where are my scissors? One of the jobs that come down to my dispatch is being a porter on the luxury cruise liners, and the Princess, it docked in the Long Beach Harbor, and a lot of people I know worked as either swingmen or porters, taking, I don't think they worked with the luggage, but the general surplus for the trip. And had I checked in for work this past weekend, I might have wound up doing that myself, but I was happy enough not to. So these books that I ordered, they're more Steve Mannion stuff. And I'm actually bidding on something by Mr. Mannion now, and we'll see if I get it, but if the general census is hold on to your money, I've been ignoring it because this guy's artwork is really taking my collection by storm. These are from Mile High. And, oh, some other good news. I got the Kickstarter survey from Dan Mendoza through CrowdOx to just basically finalize my pledge for Sad Girl Psycho Baby 3. And anyone interested, he's just selling the books outright until the 23rd. So I pledged. I think he will still accept pledges through the 23rd, and then they're going to print, and he'll have a fixed amount that he does, and probably an overflow for his store. So there will always be copies. I'm looking forward to it. He always provides digital copies, which are nice to share with friends. I know I sure like to send those downloads to people. Okay, so this is my invoice from Mile High Comics. I purchased 4 books to the tune of $43.17 after shipping through PayPal. So, sorry if that's too much information, but these videos are just as much for my own records as they are posterity. Not prosperity. Anyway, so let's see what we got here with these Steve Mannions. This first one is a trade. It's been read, but I got a nice little deal on it. The Bomb. This is the continuing adventures of Fearless Dawn. Fearless Dawn's main adversary is a space Nazi named Helga. So, just want to put that in context for whatever might appear in this book. But very nice. Kind of a Rocketeer Stevens look. I always love a nice small press. Well, this is Asylum Books. Well, Mile High, you could have let me know about some of the divots on the book. What do they have on the bag? Yeah, they put, the bag says mint. Submitted for your approval. A mint divot. But screw it. Like I said, And I took this right from PGH Zombie. If you want to order from eBay, if it's in acceptable condition, if it's in one piece when you get it, let it fly. Otherwise, you end up getting on the horn, and you end up diminishing your own joy. So for me, I'd rather live with that than cause myself any grief. But yeah, they could have said something about that. But oh man, alright. I love this guy's stuff in black and white. I just gobble this up. You saw the Stray Bullets. I, for the longest time, was not reading superhero books. I was reading a lot of small press, slave labor graphics kind of stuff. For years, I was a lot like 64-page special in some respects, that I was more interested in comic strips like Mutts and Zits and the old Charlie Browns than I was in superhero stories, with the exception of Frank Miller and Lapham. I would always look at their stuff. So one thing I don't want to do is make a big video beginning of the week. So I'm just going to show a couple more pages. How about some pinups? See if we got pinups in the back. Yes, we do. Nice little cover section. Alright. Now this is very Arcrum in the back. Okay. Holy smokes, we got some great pinups here. Okay. Let's just start showing them before I go against my plan of keeping it under 20 minutes. Alright, so I'll linger on the next one a little longer because I know that probably didn't read. I know the human eye can only absorb an image so fast. By the way, if anyone knows that they're doing, speaking again of the Baltimore Orioles mascot, if anyone knows they're doing pops of mascots for Major League ball clubs, I'd love to know about that. Specifically for the Baltimore Oriole. I don't know the character's name. That's a different kind of Helga. Okay, so now I'm just being gratuitous. It's for the art lovers out there. And people say, "Oh, that cover is just so cheeky." Alright, one more. Let's find a good one. That is a good one. Alright, anyway. Enough's enough. I'm enjoying myself. Okay. The most fun you could have at 5 a.m. And what's the expression? Not be eating a chocolate sundae. Alright. So, this one right here is also mint, but it's not. It's not mint. Okay. Another beautiful cover. I gotta make a note. Mile High does not as strictly adhere to strict condition qualifications as My Comic Shop, because Lone Star, they'll undergrade. It seems like Mile High gives himself a nice pat on the back. But this is the book I wanted. Strange Pirate Tales. That tick right there, about 45% of the way down. That's okay. The back's nice. This piece is for sale online right now. It's always auctions. They want us Mannion fans to go for each other's jugulars. Since I showed so much of the bomb, I'm just going to show the cover, back cover, and see if I can just find a nice image from the inside real quick. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. So, I got 2 more books, and I gotta say, I'm really happy with these. But for the 4713, I think I think Mile High got the best of me. So sometimes you overpay to play, right? We all know that. We all know that, right? But I'm home. They're safe. They've been decontaminated, and they ain't going nowhere. Okay, so this is a beautiful cover right here. Did I already share this one? I must have bought this one twice. Yeah. No harm, no foul there. I ordered it again. Yeah, I shared this one in the last video. Alright. I doubled down. So, is there one more book? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Fearless Dawn, Chibi Finale. 16 and change. Wrap it up, Rig. You're losing them. You're blowing it. You're blowing it again. Okay. Alright. Another Asylum Press. Like I said before, he's good friends with Powell. Eric Powell. So, alright, yeah, you know what? I'm preferring this black and white. I love me some color, but for this kind of outlaw comic, I like this sort of texture that you get with black and white. It seems like these guys that are just wizards with textures, it often seems the case that they will, I mean, of course, if they know they have color going on to it, they'll let the colorist, even if they're the colorist, they'll let themselves fill it in with color. So anyway, that's the cap. But I love stippling, I love cross hatching, I love everything under the sun to convey color onto a page. So anyway, that's that. Under 20. Next time, if I'm doing another 30-minute video, it's going to be for a convention. So, anyway. Yeah, I wanted to share that Stray Bullets. It's near and dear to my heart. I strictly adhere to the policy of not casting your pearls before swine, but you guys, you're in good with me. So, I always like to give you a little bit more than in my heart of heart with the fear and anxiety of social media that we all have. I like to give just a little bit more. But when I go too far, I like to rein it in and get back to the comics, because it's really easy to use these videos as venting for other things, which is fine. I think I like to moderate, But that's it before I start to confess to the holes that have been dug. I'll just say thanks again, Charlton66. Always thinking about you in Baltimore, and 64 up in Canada, Drasier over in Arizona, and all the Texans. I believe Quincy, I think he gets around. I'm pretty sure he's from the big Lone Star State, and obviously Comic Crypt. Hoped you enjoyed the tantalizing pen work there. Anyway, under 20. Have a good one, guys. Davis Comic Finds. Congrats on everything. You know what I'm talking about. All right, man.